Hello, everyone, and this is What If Civilization Started Over. And in today's episode, we're going to be continuing this war over here, where we can see that the orange team is absolutely cooking this area, and eventually the Isle of Man is gone, which is the capital city of this. So let's look at the peace treaty. Yes, we're already like a couple seconds into the video, and already a kingdom is cooked. So without ado, we're going to be looking at the peace treaty. Okay, so in this peace treaty, we can see that absolutely the Men Republic absolutely get backstabbed over here, probably becoming the Northern Ireland, just Ireland, okay? This actually reminds me of Northern Ireland. I do not know why. It just does. Anyways, here's someone. Actually, one of my friends said that he wants a grape empire, a grape land or something. He's actually one of my friends. So yeah, I could do that too. So this is what it is. It is the grapes. So, actually, many people. So, if you actually saw Panau, you could actually realize that this could remind you of a certain Ethiopian country, which not even 3 episodes after, I just gave up on it. I just gave up on Panau for some reason. I actually tried doing Panau like season 2, but it didn't work. Okay, it didn't really work. I was trying to get a new map, but whatever. It didn't really work. Anyways, the orange team then tries gaining the remaining lands of Britain, and the tribes are encircled here, which the tribes are absolutely cooked, and now Britain is like this now. The whole continent is this. Anyways, there's actually a treaty over here where the orange team gains this, and the grape empire still moves on. Not really move because they can't move. They're already in this territory. They can't move. It's not like this part of England is just gonna move all the way to the Netherlands to recreate Doggerland or something. Anyways, so Italy. They decide to expand, just like their Roman and ancestors, and they just feel like it. They're pretty chill. And there's also a bunch of bunch of southern tribes over here that don't really like Italy, but just because of power and strength, they will join, which actually happened over here. However, they don't. However, they're just waiting until they could get an exception into the Italian lands. Anyways, like some of y'all might have been hoping for, the death of Brittany, because Brittany is already a new thing and it's already getting taken. Because actually, I was actually thinking if Brittany could be a country like during like the first part of episode 2, but actually I just don't think that yeah, I just don't really think that I could really just care about Brittany. And maybe in the future, maybe they could get Brittany. You never know, okay? It's like gambling. You need to watch the recent, What If Europe Started Over, in order to find out if Brittany is going to absolutely become like the Franks or something. So, anyways, the green team is now an ally of this because the Norwegians actually realized that the green dudes we're actually powerful the entire time. So the Norwegians rebelled for no absolute reason. That's what I'm saying. They rebelled for just funsies or something. Like Viking blood or something. They just fought for Viking blood. I don't know. Wait, how could you find Viking blood if Vikings are already dead? Anyways, we're going to be seeing a Latvian country. Yeah, that's right. I haven't put a Latvian country in like days, and I get days. What do I mean days? I already just created this. Actually, just like 2 days, 3 days ago. I'm sorry, I'm too lazy to watch you to see YouTube. Okay, I'm lazy. And so this Latvian nation was actually created by the Swedes because they got this port and they decided to and they gained this. Wow, congratulations, Swedish. You just created a new country that is absolutely splitting away from you, which they already just did. So look at that. And plus they're actually pretty strong. And yes, Riga is their capital, just like in IRL. Now, to any fat Americans who don't know what Latvia is, but are just watching the videos for funsies, click away up from the video and look at some good old Wikipedia or Google. And plus, you need to touch grass. Discord mods especially. Anyways, so Latvia creates a new empire over here, and it's not looking good because they had a discussion if they could, with every single like mayor and political person, or even well-known person actually, to see if they could go through Lithuania, because they don't really want to have Lithuania, but many people in their country wants it to happen. So there's a vote. And the thing is that the thing is about the vote is that it was the most stupidest idea, because they already knew that the people over here except for the only place being over here, actually splitting Riga, actually, they already know there's gonna be a bunch of what the hell is happening? Bro, all I wanted was to take away a freaking pillow. Anyways, so the thing is that there's a lot of conflict over here, especially. With many people saying that they should gain Lithuania, as it's, the point of living. They need to get more resources to live. That is what you need to do. But the Latvian government doesn't really care. Only in this universe, if there's any Latvians watching this, which there probably isn't, I am very sorry. Because I already am. Anyways, yeah, is it just me, or mostly this series is about Britain? I just don't... I do not know why. I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it for the funsies, I guess. Anyways, the Danish people decide to create, a German area. The German area. The area of German people, I guess. What? The Danish actually love the German people in here because they're so kind, and there's 2 reasons why I just lied. Historical, mostly because of trade. Mostly because of trade. I mean, surely it's about trade, It's surely about trade, It's not about some random guy with a mustache that created the Holocaust. And I mean, whatever is the Holocaust, Adolf freaking. And yes, the Danish decide to create a German zone because they feel like it, and they feel like they're good, and they're way better than the Germans. They just think that because they're stupid and don't know what happens to them normally every single Tuesday. Okay, you already know. Oh, wait, no. Wait a minute, this time is kind of different. This is a German puppet state! Yippee! The Danish are actually doing... What is that? Is that another puppet state? And it's growing? Wait, no, it's actually the Germans, but they're again. Oh, wow. They sure did do something good for once. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. They're actually really nice. Oh, wow. They're with swords and stuff, and they're protecting the Danish? That's so cute. Wait, what are they doing here? That's so good. They're getting more coastline. I mean, the puppet state should give like more money to like the Danish or something. Oh wow, what is that? They actually gain more coastline so that they could protect more lands of the Danish. Oh, that's so cute. I was being sarcastic the whole freaking time. The Germans were actually fighting the Danish. But the Danish thought, oh, that's so cute. The Germans are creating a puppet state for us. Oh, that's so cute. Green team, can you relate? They can't relate, okay? They're sitting in silence, thinking of what I've just done. And shockingly enough, the Netherlands are here. The Netherlands are in this thing. And at this point, this looks like Squidward. No laughing matter required. And this weird German puppet thing, whatever. That kind of looks like the Dutch Empire from Wisco. Whatever that is. It basically just expanded, and it became a freaking hell to live in, actually. Because the economy in this stupid thing is so bad, it should belong in the trash. I'm not telling any other detail about this. Aw, so cute. The Spanish are surely making an alliance. Is this that one painting where Adam touches God? Is that the... Oh, that's so cute. Wait, what are they doing? No, what are they doing? Yes, they're fighting the freaking blue people because they just feel like it. Wait a minute, blue people is not the right description. I'm so sorry. Anyways, the Spanish decide to take down all of Sardinia and also Corsica because they just feel like it. And yeah, they just do it because they just feel like it. You know, yeah, they just do that. And not only that, but there's military and naval landings over here and in the southern tip. And they eventually destroy Corsica, and the Italians are absolutely cooked. Meanwhile, the Italians in the southern area, for some reason with their stupid armies, miscalculated and absolutely accidentally invaded into tribal territories. Like stupid idiots, bro. They're idiots. Anyways, the Spanish eventually come here, which then the king realizes because many people are actually calling the king, and the king is not happy. Should I do the Addis thing, the Addis Pro thing? So this is what he looks like. He's kind of angry. And plus he's holding his like really cool stick because he feels like it, you know. He's very angry. He's like, we need to kill the freaking Spanish because we just feel like it, and plus they're fighting me and bullying me. That's so rude, you know. They're bullying me. They're bullying me, brother. They're bullying me. They're bullying me. Yes, I'm making this a sitcom for some reason. frick. Okay. So anyways, the Spanish then try going to Rome, while also trying to gain some northern territories, which they do fantastically. And yes, they do it fantastically, because many people are murdered in genocides and stuff. And yes, Rome is super close. And speaking of which, the Spanish absolutely destroy it. However, the capital city is over here, and it connects to frickin' Italy now. However, you know the ones who are over here now, these ones, they managed to escape, right? They managed to escape, while their land is taken. Also, their land is also taken a tiny bit, because the military already knows what's happening now. And the Spanish try fleeing the scene. However, sadly, there are a bunch of weaker armies over here trying to defend this area, because the Spanish, because the area that the blue team is mostly protecting is this whole area over here. However, this area is the least protected. However, this other area and this area, except for Sicily, actually, it is not protected, which means that the Spanish could have an advantage. However, a couple more troops come here and absolutely demolish Spain. And at this point, this is like a game of cat and mouse, or actually the waiting game in a single year. 3, 2, 1. It's the new year. It's freaking 10. Yay! It's 10 AD. It's 10 AD in this universe. Yay! And during this war, there's a little, which by the way, this is what it looked like when it was January 1st. Many people were playing football and stuff. I don't know. Is that a WW1 reference? No, it isn't. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it was never a reference of anything sorts, you know? It wasn't anything, you know? Anyways, this somehow connects over here. And the Italians are absolutely cooked. And by the way, in 3, 2, 1, there's a treaty. 3, 2, 1. And this is the treaty. Yes, it's the borders that were the same, except these two islands. They're cooked. They're absolutely Spanish now. And plus, this area is here. Yay. Anyways, we're going back here, where we can see the 3 kingdoms. Actually, I just realized this is actually the 3 kingdoms of Britain. Hey, what are you looking at? Camera, come here. Look, that is way better. I mean, there is still the purple thing, but okay, over here. Oh, come on. Over here. I had to use my pinky, yes. Okay, I was just making sure. Anyways, this area is absolutely cooked, and now the Isle of Man, or the Men Republic, is now cooked. It's dead. Because it is now. It's dead now. Yay, it's dead. And at the end of the day, we just realized that there are only 3 kingdoms, except for a missing 4th one, which we never know exist. You know. Yes, I'm using the Man Republic as a freaking underdog in this series. However, there's only one bad thing about this. Wait a minute. I just realized I do not. Wait. I was thinking of what's the middle of orange and this? You know it. London. This greater London, No, that's giving me international Arabic flashbacks. Northern Grapeland. Yes, Greyplant is having a different thing. Yay! Actually, no, yay for a couple people, but yes. In my opinion, in my opinion, this could be a no, for me at least, but whatever. However, yes, this is what it looks. This is what the map looks like as of now, and this is part 2, which is the final part of episode 2. So bye.